Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we honor an extraordinary career in justice and a true hero, and a friend of mine, Moreno-Ocampo, started prosecuting generals and commanders in his home country, Argentina. As he said himself, this was just the beginning of his job as ICC prosecutor. Today, as ICC prosecutor, in only 8.5 years after he took office, he has built an institution with 300 staff from 80 different countries. He has put the ICC on the map, and each case in The Hague sends a message to would-be perpetrators that they will be held accountable or to account. He has indicted 3 heads of states. His first case is very close to my heart, the case about child soldiers. Sometimes when we speak about justice, it is easy to forget through the institutional structures and everything that what we're really talking about is the preservation of human life, the very sacrosanct nature of every human life. This is a man who has made that known to the world. So please welcome the man who changed the face of international justice, in the world, and the man who made ICC a reality. I'm honored and proud to present the Justicia Award to Luis Moreno-Ocampo, also known as my friend.
I am very glad to receive this award from Ismail Dia, who was a child soldier, who was suffering, who was training to kill. And he once told us that the difference for him was that he was educated. After he was demobilized, he was educated, and in a moment it was a risk because he said they were trying to stop my education 3 months after I was demobilized. I was not ready. And he was lucky, and the education followed. And now, then he wrote a book, and he's a celebrity now. But remembering what happened to him, and remember what happened to other kids. One of the reasons I am very glad to Jaca Visil to organize this is help all of us to show what we are doing. My kids are here. So kids have to know what happened to other kids. That will be the way in which the world will be better in the future. And I think it's interesting because Jaca told me why he was doing this, because he was living in Libya. He was living in Arusha. So as a kid, he knew what happened in these countries, and as a kid, he started to understand how important it is to do justice. I'm very glad that Jaca invented 2 ideas. One is ideas again for peace, showing us movies, presenting us the same issues that we discuss legal issues in court, or when we have budget and thinking how much days of court. He presents us with movies, with emotions, with the possibility to understand them, and that is so important. But the second aspect is this, what this day, Cinema for Peace, this today. No? When you meet each other, when you have all the top leaders of the UN sitting with Ismail Dia and with actresses and with my kids and the daughter of Nabi Pillay and chairman of big companies sitting here, and all together understanding what we are doing, understanding how each of us could play and trying to contribute. And that thing is unique of this idea to have parties to celebrate what we are doing. The world is complicated. Today, there are child soldiers. There are kids recruited today in Darfur. There are kids recruiting today. Joseph Kony is abducting kids in Central African Republic. There are kids recruiting in many countries. So it's still a crime. But today, we are hearing, celebrating 8 years of activities. The court is moving, will be decisions, and the president of the country is here, showing leadership. Ambassadors are here, we'll discuss how to keep moving that. And I think that is exactly what we should do. Keep our focus, but understand how we can play with others. Yaka organized a similar dinner a few months ago in The Hague. It was very interesting because it was the same day the Committee on Budget on Finance was reviewing our budget. And I was very proud telling them, look, we are very cost effective. We are paying no €1 on this dinner. However, the members of the Committee on Budget on Finance were for 2 hours interviewing my people to see exactly how much money we spent. This dinner is also free. But something interesting, it was Ismael was presenting also his ideas, but also Emmanuel was singing a rap. And then he invited me to rap, and then we danced and rap. And after, the new project was to prepare a rap together. Apparently, rap is very easy. He said, a rap is easy, is do justice and peace, peace and justice, that's it. So I say, no. I say, no, but you have to do something more. You have to say, for instance, justice for your friend, justice for your enemy, justice for your girlfriend, justice for your mother. Say, hey, this is all the song. So I was very proud of myself, of my dancing and my letter. And I was, when I met today, I said, okay, we are ready to record rap. No, we have to use the rap to show. But he told me, no, we have to train you. Apparently, I need 6 months training. It's true. Apparently, my ability to dance are not so good I was expecting, and the letter had to be improved. In any case, so there is a hopes that also apparently Fatu, you have apparently, he said you had very good voice for raps. So let me conclude saying thank you very much for this occasion to have this huge meeting, all of us together. I think it's funny, in my office when we start to work, for me it was so interesting in knowing who was working in my office that I start all my meetings asking them to introduce themselves. And we're 20, 25, but then we became 100 and we can stop it. And I was tempted today, okay, can each of you introduce yourself? Because I know many of you, I know you have so many interesting stories. Lisa Shield managing the Council on Foreign Relations, Rula doing a movie of Palestine, Patricia O'Brien who can talk about what happened, some of the things happening in UN, not all of them. And each of you have stories to do. And I'm very glad that Yaka give us this opportunity to be together, to understand each other, to keep working, and trying to do this, to justice, punish people for using child as soldiers, and in particular, working together to prevent such crimes. Thank you very much for your presence here.